Hello, this is Naudi Aguilar of Functional Patterns, and welcome to yet another day of the 30-day myofascial release challenge. For this video, I'm going to be attacking the upper portion of the glute max, going to be the gluteus medius. For those of you that tend to have excessive lateral pelvic shifts to one side or the other, this will be an inevitable point that you're going to have to hit. Sometimes, depending on who you are, if you have a centered pelvis, you just may have an isometrically shortened gluteus medius, and that may mean that you need to release both sides. If you tend to notice that your pelvis shifts to one side or the other, you might begin to notice that you might just need to release one gluteus medius. Either way, I want you guys to approach both sides just to test them out, see what goes on with your body. We're going to be using the lacrosse ball. All you're going to need is a wall and a lacrosse ball. I'm going to take the ball here on the upper portions of my butt cheek. So if you really want to try and pin it down, you're just going to look for the bony structure. And you're going to look for the bony structures right here on the lateral part of your pelvis. Track it all the way up to where you get almost to your spine. You're going to get about halfway at from the lateral part of your pelvis towards your spine, and you're going to look halfway there. Then you're going to drop your fingers maybe about 2 inches down. Then you just take the lacrosse ball and apply pressure there. So we're not getting on the lower back, we're getting just below the lower back. If you want to look it up online in terms of the spot that you're trying to hit, look up the iliac crest. If you look up where the iliac crest, if you look at the back side of the pelvis, you'll see where the groove comes in on the pelvis, and you're going to be trying to get in there and break the tissues up on that groove of the pelvis. You can move going back and forth in the fashion that I am right now. Again, many of you will have this muscle be really, really tight because your gluteus maximus is not firing very well from the posterior, from the lower aspects of the gluteus maximus. Those areas are not firing very well. So because of that, your glute medius tends to has to compensate for the lack of activity happening in these areas here. So if the glute max doesn't function well, the gluteus medius has to then come in as a backup plan for the glute max not working. And typically, for those of you that have those desk jobs who are sitting for extended periods of time, you're going to have that tightness right here at that glute medius. Again, test both sides, try releasing both sides. Odds are you're probably going to feel different things on each one of them. The one that tends to feel thicker and tends to hurt more is probably the one that you need to attack more. Anyway, there is yet another myofascial release. I will show you guys another one tomorrow.